Hi Aries, Happy New Year. Welcome to your reading for January 2024. So thank you as usual to everyone who watches, likes, shares, comments on the videos and subscribes to the channel. If you want a personal reading, see the description box. So these are the oracle decks I'm going to be using for today's reading. We're going to start off with a message from goddesses, gods and guardians, and that'll be your main theme for January. So the messages are for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising as well. So what does Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising need to know for January 2024? What's the main theme? Not that, because that is far too many. You've got like 3. Yeah, that is too many. Main theme, main message for Aries for January 2024, please. If it will come out. Right, I think you've got 2 there, so I'm likely to only read 1. So we have Athena, wise decision, and we have Persephone, new beginnings. So I'm going to read the main message from the Persephone new beginnings card. I may just have a little look at the Athena card to see if there is anything anything that I want to look up for that. So just bear with me. So let's look at Athena first, because as I say, I'm not really going to go in depth with that. So the Athena card says, wise decision, get clarity, seek guidance from trustworthy sources. So if you need professional guidance or wise counsel, you know, try and get that. Keep an open mind. It also mentions that, you know, if you get too many different opinions, it can confuse you sometimes, can't it? So you kind of have to trust your inner wisdom first in terms of making a decision and trusting that decision. So additional meanings for the card are a fruitful path in education, study, research or teaching is opening up. If you have important exams, assignments or project deadlines, ask Athena to focus and guide you. And also it says a legal matter is divinely supported, learn a new craft or trade. And the invocation message says, Athena, guide me with your practical wisdom, help me to be focused and clear. Somebody literally could be learning something new here because of that new beginnings card. It says a new craft or trade and study potentially as well. So someone could be training to start a new career, a new path. I mean, if it's spiritual stuff, you might be learning something there. Creatively, it could be any number of things. And then let's look at the Persephone message, which I will do in full. So new beginnings. A time of complete renewal. You have the power to create light-filled change and rebirth. So, I'm just thinking, shall I get the tarot? Yeah, let's get the tarot cards out first of all, actually, and then I will continue on with that message about Persephone. So it looks like you've got a decision to make about a new path, a new beginning. But let's see what tarot cards come out for you. So another one, first of all, for the main theme. For Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. That is far too many. Well, it's not far too many, but it doesn't quite feel. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the right one. Try again. Right. Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. Main theme, please. Or something in addition to the main theme. Yeah. 6 of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Your energy specifically, Aries. Why are so many cards coming out, Aries? I am going to take these because this feels like that sort of gathering information, wise counsel thing. I mean, the moon can be about intuition, and then with the 8 of Wands, that can be information. It can be communication, it can be progression, movement, but it can also be information as well. And then sometimes when I get the 8 of Wands with cards like the moon or the Queen of Cups or the High Priestess, for me, that is kind of intuitive hits, downloads, messages, that sort of thing. Let's look at any external energies for you as well. Or surrounding, external or surrounding energies for you. No. Okay. Try that again. Okay, the devil. So there may be a fear of getting hurt, or disappointment with whatever decision you make. You might fear making the wrong decision, to be honest. Past energy. Past energy, please. Too many. Past energy. Anything at all for past energy, anytime today would be great. Nothing happened in the past to lead you here, apparently. Right, there we go. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's sort of questioning, is it worth it? So you might have an idea in mind of the kind of direction you want to go in, but it's sort of questioning, is it worth it? Is it worth putting my time in? Like, say if you were deciding you wanted to study again, it's like, God, is it worth it? Is it worth my time, my energy, my effort? Current or present energy. It may even be where you're assessing how far you've already come and what direction you want to go in next with that Seven of Pentacles. If you've already made some degree of progress. So this is the Ace of Wands and says, well, okay, I like that. This is an interesting, the story's quite clear. So Ace of Wands, I mean, that's a card of inspiration, motivation. Again, if you've already in the past, you've made some progress, it's like, right, where can I take this now? How can I expand upon this? How else do I want to give my time and energy, but in a way that is worthwhile, honorable, with the Six of Pentacles being there. Let's look at potential future energy for you. You have the Star. I mean, that is a nice card to get in the future, isn't it? It's a card of hope and guidance for you. Seven of Cups. I mean, that is about making a choice, isn't it? It's choosing what it's feeling. So it's what your heart is called to, I guess, is a good way to put it. And that may be involved in making the decision, is choosing what you might be looking at it from a very practical perspective, or have looked at it from a very practical perspective in the past, because we've got quite two opposites here. The Seven of Pentacles is very practical, isn't it? It's like, is it going to be worth my time? Is it going to be value for money? That sort of thing. Where the Seven of Cups is, how does it make you feel? Will it make you feel fulfilled? That's, you know, that's not about practicality, and that's not about feelings, is it really? So maybe there's a need for the balance. I mean, you've got Six of Pentacles here, which is a kind of balance as well. Maybe there's a need to have a balance between the two, possibly. Right, so let's look at this Persephone card now that I've got all the tarot cards out, and it is not blurred, is it? Okay. So, a time of complete renewal. You have the power to create light-filled change and rebirth. Persephone is a Greek maiden goddess who was captured by the king of the underworld, Hades. After eating the pomegranate seeds Hades offered her, Persephone became queen of the dead, agreeing to spend 6 months of each year underground. On Earth's surface, this created winter. When she returned above ground each spring, Persephone and her mother Demeter opened the flowers and blessed the crops. Persephone symbolizes the eternal death-life cycle, helping us find renewed light after times of dark discomfort. Whilst her pomegranate symbolizes immortality, her other symbols are spring flowers, corn, and grain. This is making me think of harvest as well with that Seven of Pentacles. Right. You may feel lost, exhausted, afraid, or shrouded in darkness, but Persephone is here to say, don't give up. She reminds you of the dual feminine powers of diving underground only to rise up again totally renewed. Perhaps it feels as though something in your life is ending or broken down. Yet Persephone invites you to see things differently, as an opportunity for magical new beginnings. I mean, that is the perspective, that's seeing things differently, and that would be more connected to the whole magical feelings side of things. Right. It will pay off now to dig as deep as you can into your soul for a fresh start. Make the effort to create positive change and it will reward you. Like a phoenix rising, you're a skilled alchemist who can begin over and over again in life, creating stronger foundations, soul-inspired work and enriched relationships. You have what it takes to ascend into spring, taking deep spiritual lessons from the underworld with you. Additional meanings. You can successfully deal with an illness, relationship difficulty or life challenge. Don't give up. As Persephone symbolizes the mother-daughter bond, this card may signify a rebirth, significant change or healing within this relationship. You're a complex, intense soul who needs testing periods in your underworld to recall your spiritual power and alchemize your light. The invocation says, Persephone, help me to begin again, taking sacred lessons from the challenges I've faced. Stand beside me as I emerge renewed from the darkness. This moon card is really making me think of the underworld and emerging from the darkness, that sort of energy. But let me just go back to this in the book. Where it says about digging as deep as you can into your soul for a fresh start. I mean, you've got the moon there. That can be deep hidden emotions. The Ace of Wands. It is a new start, isn't it? So, right, let's begin to clarify. So let's look at the Six of Wands and Queen of Pentacles first. So that is like the main theme. One thing that's come into mind with that is it's potentially, as I said before, with the Seven of Pentacles, it could be where you've already achieved such and such, like you've gone as far as you could with something, or you've gotten to a certain point and it's like, right, I've achieved that. Now I want to progress. How do I progress? It could be that kind of energy. And the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands is making me think of where you've gotten to a certain degree of success and stability. You've got your foundation there, but it's like, right, where do I want to take this now? Again, same sort of energy. So Queen of Pentacles, sorry, and Six of Wands. Or it can just simply be the desire for stability and success. I'm going to try that again. That's like 4 or 5 cards. But as I said, I mean, it mentioned in the Oracle card about the fear with the Devil coming up there. So we have 5 of Cups and 2 of Pentacles. And something else kind of came out, Page of Wands, okay. God, you might have overcome challenges already, to be honest. With that 5 of Cups, it's either telling you that you have the capability to overcome challenges for this new beginning, or you may have already overcome. I think it might be 2 different groups of you, where some of you have already reached a certain point of success, and then others it's like starting anew completely, where you haven't got there yet. But yeah, the first thing that came to mind with that 5 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles and Page of Wands is where you may have overcome certain challenges already. And it's like, right, I've done that, I've achieved that, ready to start again now and to start something new. For someone, you may feel that you've had to, you have to, or you've had to give up on something, or it hasn't worked out the way you wanted it to. So it's like, right, that didn't work. I'm going to have to do this a different way now, or do something new instead. Anything else? So I believe the 4 of Pentacles came up first and the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, the 4 of Pentacles, again, it is a card of having a foundation already. But it's kind of where you're now restricting yourself, because it's like, right, I've got this and I don't want to let it go. I don't want to do anything different. But if you do want to do something different, you're going to have to kind of let go a little bit and open up to something greater. So let's look at the 6 of Cups on its own. So you've got the 3 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Whenever I see stuff like this, like the 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups come up with the 6 of Cups, it makes me think of an old dream. You know, like if you have an old dream where you tried it in the past and it didn't work and you just gave up, and then maybe several years down the line, it's like, you know what, I want to try that again. It may not have worked out before, but I want to try it again. Or it could even be that you've been working on a particular dream for a long time and it's having to kind of adapt to make it work. So you've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's making me think of where you gave up on a dream, to be honest. Whether it's that you gave up on it years ago, recently, you're having doubts. Because the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the pages are all about brand new starts, aren't they? Or brand new information or learning or something like that. New feelings. As I say, 6 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups. It's like where you've had in the past, you've had this dream, you've had intentions of something that you felt would be fulfilling and happy for you. But with the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups there in reverse, it's where you don't you wanted to put the effort in or to try it, but you just at some point you may have started and then not done it, or you may have had the idea but then didn't put the effort in. Page of Cups, it's kind of like, it feels a bit like lost hope in a way, doesn't it? Because the Page of Cups is having a feeling for something. It's like a brand new feeling. In reverse, it's almost like you've given up on it and said, yeah, there's just no point. So yeah, forget it. So as I say, okay, I wanted to look at the Queen of Pentacles on its own, actually. Let's have a quick look at the Queen of Pentacles on her own. Try that again. I need to get one for the Seven of Wands on its own, because that is a really weird combination. I mean, if you took the Seven of Wands out, the Queen of Pentacles kind of looks like it's very much for me about what you find valuable, like your own self-worth, what you find valuable. But then with the Seven of Wands, it's like, with it being in reverse, it's almost like not standing up for that. Like, is there something holding you back with it? That's making me think of blocking an opportunity in a weird sort of way. Anything else? You've got the Ten of Swords. So it is a similar energy again to the Six of Cups, where you may have had a dream, something that you wanted to be successful with, but it's like you had the inspiration there, but at some point it's like you kind of gave up on it, potentially, or there's a feeling of it's just not working, so I kind of feel like I want to give up. Or, as I said, that Four of Pentacles being there, it's like you've achieved a certain degree of success, or you've gotten a certain foundation, but you're kind of holding on to that now, and it's like, in order to progress, you're going to have to kind of let go or loosen the reins and allow yourself to open up to something new, to progress further. Right, so we'll leave that and we'll move on to your energy specifically. So as I say, overall, the key energies are, it's either that you've overcome certain challenges, achieved a certain degree of success, and it's right now, how do I expand on that? Or, as I say, it could be, for some, it could be that you haven't done it yet because you just doubt it, or you've had an old dream and you want to pursue that again. So there's a few different ways of looking at it. So the Moon and the Eight of Wands, I mean, as I said, that's the intuition, the messages that come in that help you to make your decision. Okay, so just bear with me. Right, the Moon, Eight of Wands is your energy specifically. Right, you've got the Fool there. I mean, that's the inspiration, isn't it? The Fool and the Star together, that is the inspiration. That's where you have a dream and you're like, I really want to do this. Even if it seems like a risk, it's like it's where you have that strong desire that you want to follow that particular passion, path, dream. But yeah, being held back with the Eight of Swords. I mean, the Devil's there as an external energy, so that is whatever is holding you back, there is something external to you. I mean, I know the Eight of Swords is often internal, like mental thoughts or patterns that can hold us back. Let's see what else comes out for that. What is it that's holding you back? I mean, the Knight of Cups is there again. That's the dream. So you've got quite a few cards of having a dream, desire, a path that you want to pursue, but it's feeling held back in some sort of way. I might look at the Eight of Swords on its own. Ten of Swords. I mean, there could be concerns about failure here with the Ten of Swords being there. You've got the King of Swords there. With the King of Swords, looking at the Ten of Swords, it's kind of giving me that feeling of not, you as much as the King of Swords can be about knowing, having the knowledge to do something, the King of Swords being next to the Ten of Swords and looking at it like that, it's almost like I don't know how, in a weird sort of way. Let's clarify that King of Swords on its own. Or I need to know how. Probably more along the lines of I need to know how. You probably don't at present. Yeah, I think it's an energy of needing to know how to pursue your path, how to pursue your dream, whatever it is that this Fool, Star and Knight of Cups represent. It's how to get that, how to either build the foundation or build further upon the foundation that you already have. Let's look at the Ten of Swords, because it's really standing out the way that King of Swords is. I wonder if anyone was slowed down by an illness, or as the Oracle card said about overcoming an illness. I wonder if that slowed someone down in pursuing something, or someone else's illness. You know, like if you tried to pursue a certain career path and then one of your parents got ill or something, and you had to, or your spouse got ill and you had to become their carer. Okay. The King of Swords is known to be quite responsible as well, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was something out there where someone had to look after someone who was ill, and that kind of has put a bit of a delay on things, or kind of changed the way you do things, or how you're going to have to do things, because obviously if there's an illness involved and it's someone, if it's yourself or someone close, that's your health is the priority, isn't it? Not to say you can't still pursue your dreams, but obviously if there's a huge health issue in there, that's going to impact things. Let's look at the Eight of Swords as well. But the inspiration's there, if nothing else. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords clarifying the Eight of Swords. Six of Pentacles. This is making me think of concerns about, again, about concerns about committing, or what you're going to commit to. Again, that whole is it worth it question. Are you going to end up disappointed if you pursue this particular path? Is it going to work out? Is it going to be fair? Is it going to be balanced? That sort of energy there. So I think overall, the Moon and the Eight of Wands, it feels like an energy of assessment, to be honest, more than anything else at this point in time, because I don't see necessarily see a solution to anything here. But obviously, as I said, the Moon is sort of going, it's the deep hidden emotions, isn't it? And the Eight of Wands, I mean, it can be communication, like gut feelings, intuitive bits. It can be communication with yourself, with your inner self as well. So let's look at that Devil card and see what comes out for that. So as I said, that's an external or surrounding energy, but it's things that hold you back, whether it's fear, whether there are very specific restrictions that are literally holding you back. So what is the Devil? Why is the Devil here, please? We got the Two of Cups. Someone might feel misunderstood out there and not have the necessary support. For example, if you wanted to pursue a particular path and your spouse or your family or something weren't supportive of it, that is something that, I mean, obviously it's still your choice, but yeah, you kind of, it's like, it's nice to have someone say, oh, this, you know, I support you, that sounds good. I mean, it doesn't mean they're directly involved in it, but even just to have them say, I wish you all the best. Like, I wish you, like, genuinely, not just sarcastically, but, you know, I wish you the best. It keeps you inspired, isn't it? And then sometimes it can be that you do genuinely need someone to support you. Like, say if you had kids and a partner and you want to pursue a particular path, and you might literally need the support of your partner in order for you to pursue the path in terms of taking care of the kids, the home, etc. It's like it can't work without that support, or it would be very, very difficult for it to work without that support. Okay, I'm getting yes. There could be someone doing something very outside of the box and outside of tradition here, because the Hierophant with that Four of Wands is kind of making me think of traditions. So you might be doing something kind of out of the box, and if it is out of the box, that could be a reason why you feel restricted, because if it's out of the box, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? But as I say, that Two of Cups was bringing up a feeling of possibly needing more understanding, or being misunderstood, or the whole support element as well. With that Seven of Wands, it's the energy of having to really stand up for something. And one of the reasons that we really, really have to stand up for things is when we are opposed, or when it's very difficult to do. But as I say, the inspiration is there. Let's look at that Hierophant on its own. Could be a need to have a spiritual teacher or guide, or someone in authority to help guide you on your path as well, if you need more information. I don't know, it feels more like more along the lines of going against the grain and doing something outside of the box. So that could be anything. It could literally be something in society that is outside of the box, like choosing a career path that is really rare and different. It could be in terms of your family, that it's something that nobody in your family has ever done before, and everybody finds it really odd and different, unique, however you want to put it. But as I say, it's the surrounding energy of kind of being held back. But that Two of Cups is really standing out for me in terms of being understood, misunderstood, that sort of thing. And in terms of making decisions as well, it helps if you have a bit of support. I'm not saying that someone has to make the decision for you, but if you're trying to make a decision and the people around you just don't give a shit, that, you know, it doesn't help, does it? And sometimes they can't give you the support you need because they're just, not because they're mean, but just they haven't got the capacity. Like it's just not their area of expertise or whatever, so they can't help you. But it does help when you have support, even if it's just somebody to say, I believe in you, you can do it. You know, sometimes that's enough, isn't it? Seven of Pentacles, as I said, it's either is it worth it, or you've achieved a certain degree of success, whatever you want to achieve, and it's like, how can I take this further? So Seven of Pentacles, why is that there, please? Okay, so it could be more along the lines of achieving a certain degree of success. So at one point you've gotten to a certain point of fulfillment with it, and it's like, right, expansion energy. Let's try that again. Or yeah, it can be, how can I get the fulfillment I want as well, again. So it is a dual, I just need to say it's a dual message and stop trying to stick to one point of view, because the Wheel of Fortune, it's change, isn't it? It's a need to change. I mean, the Queen of Cups next to the Wheel of Fortune, that's that feeling that something does need to change. So with the Ten of Cups, it would be thinking, in order to get the complete fulfillment out of this, something has to change. High Priestess and Queen of Swords. Okay. I feel like with the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, that's kind of an acknowledgement that it's that feeling when it's like there's more out there for you, or you want to achieve more. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting from that. So I think the big thing here is identifying that there's a sense of fulfillment that you want. So it's past energy. There's a sense of fulfillment that you want to achieve that you may not have achieved quite yet, and you wanna change something in order to get that. Let's look at the High Priestess out of curiosity. I might look at the Queen of Swords as well to see if there's anything specific that comes up with that. it feels like that whole deciding how energy again. Yeah, because if it's something that you've thought about for a long time, or considered for a long time, you can get in an energy where you get a bit kind of restless and pissed off because it's like, why can't I figure this out? So that might be what the energy is about. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Wow, that was really aggressive, wasn't it? The Devil. So you've got the Devil, Strength, 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands. That feels like all the cards together, it feels like the determination to overcome anything that's holding you back to pursue your dreams. I mean, you've got Strength, which is courage. 3 of Wands for me, it's your intentions. And 5 of Wands is challenges. So overall, it feels like, right, this is my truth. I've identified that there's a particular path I want to pursue, or I know what will make me feel fulfilled, but I also recognize that there are particular challenges or things that are going to make it difficult for me or kind of hold me back, but I'm willing to overcome that, or I want to overcome that. So let's leave that one there and look at the current energy. So as I said before, it's like the inspiration is there. Let's see what else comes out for that. Let's just mix the cards up. So Ace of Wands and 6 of Pentacles. So we've got the 5 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Chariot, and 3 Bears. That support business again. And I mean, the 6 of Pentacles can be considered to be a card of support too, can't it? Obviously, this wise decision card talks about getting advice, and that could be where this comes into play here, because as I say, you've got quite a bit of nods to support here. You've got the 3 of Cups, which is a card about support. Page of Pentacles, it's a child, isn't it? They need guidance. They need someone to help them, to help them learn, to figure things out, to help them on their path to develop, to grow. 5 of Pentacles, as I say, you may have the inspiration, but you may not 100% have the support that you need to pursue the path. Let's get one more card. Or to make the choice that you need to make, and 2 of Swords comes out. Let's get one for the 2 of Swords. I mean, the Empress can be like a maternal figure, so let's see what else comes out after that. Do you feel you need advice from a maternal figure? We've lost the candle, haven't we? In order to bring things together. Just bear with me, Aries. So as I was saying, do you feel like you need the advice of a maternal figure, or just someone who's very nurturing in general to help make a decision, to bring things together, to overcome certain challenges, to be successful? Is there anything to do with parenting here for someone, with the Empress being there? Let's look at the Chariot on its own as well. As I say, in the present energy, overall, it's like the inspiration's there. But again, I mean, the 6 of Pentacles, as I say, it can be about deciding what you give your time, energy and effort to, and making sure that there's a balance there. But it could be the need, having the inspiration, but also having the need for support as well. And not just support from a person, but in terms of whatever you're giving to, it supports you as well. So even if that means financially, it supports you, like whatever you choose to give your time and energy to, it supports you so that you can survive basically and thrive as well. Or if it supports you in the sense that you give your time and energy and effort to, and you get the reward is in the doing, like you do it and it feels valuable, it feels rewarding. So let's look at the Chariot. If it will come out. So we've got the Queen of Wands. I mean, she is known to be, or can be known to be, in my words, I guess, like the cheerleader, the person that cheers you on, the person that will, like, say if you went to the Queen of Cups for support, she'd give you emotional support, wouldn't she? The Queen of Wands would be one of the ones that helps you take action. Like the Queen of Swords would give you advice, speak with you, but the Queen of Wands could probably help you take action, like hook you up, if that makes sense. Like connect you with the right people, person, whatever, to pursue your path, to pursue what you wanna do. She'd have the connections, wouldn't she? So we've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Tower. Why is the Tower there? I'm getting a vibe of resilience from that Knight of Pentacles, the Tower and the Magician. And obviously we know, like, the Chariot it is kind of a card of, it's choosing your direction, choosing your path, and then taking action towards that. It's movement, isn't it? It's progression. We know that when you choose a particular path or go on a particular journey, there may be disruption to that, but with supportive energies, it sort of inspires you to keep going. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this Queen of Wands. Like, imagine that you're the Knight of Pentacles and you're the Magician, so you're the one that's putting in the commitment and dedication. You're the one that hones their skills. If a Tower moment happens, that's where you continue to learn and continue to hone your skills. You learn from what's fallen apart. But the Queen of Wands, I mean, yes, it could be you, as in feeling very inspired and determined to get what you want. But if it's an energy of someone external to you, it's like the support from that person, it helps keep you going, because the Chariot is a card of discipline as well, so it keeps you on your path, so that you don't give up. I'll leave that there. So as I say, current energy, you may strongly have the inspiration, but you need more support, or some support to keep going, or to make a decision, to get the guidance that you need, to get the connections that you need. I mean, it could be as simple as you have a particular business idea, but you just don't know, you don't have the contacts, and there might be one particular person who would be able to help with that, just to hook you up with the right people. So let's look at that Star energy. I mean, that, as I say, that can be a card of hope, and it's future energy. Again, hope, faith, determination, Knight of Wands. I mean, that can be, these need to be up. That can be strongly about determination. You've got the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups there. Let's get one more for that. The Death card and a Nine of Swords. Right, let me get something for the Death card, because that is an odd. One more for the Death card. Four of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, Nine of Pentacles, that's good. Nine of Swords, let's just get one for that. Let's get one more for the Nine of Swords. So the Star overall, it's kind of that sense of hope and faith, and again, that perseverance. I mean, you've got the Knight of Pentacles there again, that perseverance to keep going. I mean, the Nine of Swords on the end, it's like, even through the struggles, the worry, the stress, the anxiety, it's still holding on to that truth and persevering, basically. Knight of Wands, again, it's determination. There's a sense of maturity with that King of Cups. Whatever choices you have to make going forward in pursuing your path. I mean, as I said, there's an element of keeping the faith, having hope, but there's something about emotional maturity here as well. And that's something that can grow within you, and in terms of how you make your choices in the future as well, and what you focus on, what you put your time and energy into. Whatever you pursue, the path that you go on, with that Star card, whatever journey you're on, there's something about it that has the power to transform you. I mean, it could be just in terms of emotional maturity, to be honest, but with that death card there, there's something that can transform you. It might transform your perspective of success even, and stability, with the Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles there. There's something with that Seven of Pentacles and Four of Swords. I don't know if there might be a time where it's a bit of a weird energy. There might be something where you have to stop and start again. Like, you might make progress and then you have to stop and start again, or you might do very well and then it's another opportunity to you get another opportunity to progress further and kind of have another new beginning. But there's something transformative here with that death card showing up. So as I say, it could be that you change your perspective of success and stability somehow. But it's a strong energy overall with the Star card of determination, discipline, perseverance, those sorts of energies as well. So let's look at I think that one stays there, doesn't it? Let's look at your guidance. Let's look at your guidance for this. So Seven of Cups, I mean, as I said, that is a card of it's making choices, isn't it? But it's based on how you feel. So guidance for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. I'll take the King of Wands. That is Leo energy, isn't it? You've got the Tower. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. The Moon. Okay, let's look at that Tower, and I think I'll look at the Moon on its own as well. I kind of feel like it's that energy of whenever you choose a path, there's no guarantees. There aren't any guarantees on that path. There can be ups, there can be downs, there can be times when things are clear, times when things aren't clear. You know, general ups and downs, the whole roller coaster of choosing a particular path. But it kind of feels like with the Seven of Cups and the King of Wands, it's saying choose what your heart wants, even if it's going to be it may be like, don't expect it to be an easy ride, which you're probably already aware of anyway. There may be ups and downs, but choose from the heart, whatever this is. I mean, yeah, get your advice if you need to get advice as well. And do consider things very carefully, but choose with your heart first and then figure the rest out with logic and practicality. So, the Tower. That's that transformative energy again here with that Tower and the Hanged Man. I mean, for me, this is advice actually, but the Tower and the Hanged Man, sometimes it can be cards of awakening. So, and the Seven of Cups can be about perspectives as well. So there may be something about your perspective needs to change too, quite dramatically. There is something here about your perspective, or your perspective of success and abundance may need to change. I don't know why that keeps coming up, and I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it's come up twice now. Maybe it's to do with giving and receiving, and what you consider being of service or something, but that keeps on coming up. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Wands can be a card of leadership as well. Maybe there's something here for you in terms of lead by example, or consulting someone who leads by example, like someone that you look up to and you've seen them do something successful. But yeah, there could be someone that they might be considered wise counsel, this person. There might be a leader there that you need to look to for guidance on how to succeed. So Six of Ace of Swords in reverse. It's really giving that strong energy of something about your perspective changing here. Because the Page of Cups, it can be about a new feeling. And I'm almost getting this sense with the Ace of Swords of, and I don't know how to put it into words, but something about, how would I put it? Something like it's not what, things are not what you thought you knew, or something to that effect. I can't think of a better way to put it than that, but yeah, because you've got Seven of Swords there, and that can be to do with deception, can't it? So it's kind of like a heads up here in the advice about changing your perspective, or a need to change your perspective because something's not what you think it is, or I don't know how to explain it any better. I know it sounds really mysterious, and I mean, you've got the moon at the end, so that always comes with mystery, but you might gain a new truth. There might be some sort of transformation needed, or that'll come up, or a new truth that's gained in terms of your perspectives on success and abundance and values even as well. I know that sounds really mysterious. It might be one of those things where maybe it makes no sense now, but in 6 months' time, it might be like, if you even remember this reading, if you watched it all the way through, it's like, oh, that makes sense now. That's happened to me quite a lot of times with about even personal readings I'm talking about, and then years later, actually, not even just months later, years later, it's like it's exactly that. So yeah, as mysterious it sounds now, it may make sense in the future. Let's look at the moon card on its own. I would say another thing with this, where something was not what you thought it was, and you get a new feeling, or your feeling changes about something. It could be about something. It could be about someone. Like maybe there was someone. It might be a warning about someone that you look up to and feel is a good advisor or something. They might not be the one. Like it might be a warning that that person, because it did mention something about being careful be careful who you trust in here. I think it was in the wise decision card. Like find wise counsel, but be careful whose advice you take. So there could be a warning about that, where it seems like the person's being generous and they have a lot to offer, but there just might be something a bit off. And does it mean they're a bad person and they've got bad intentions? Not necessarily, but there just might be something about the advice they give that isn't actually what you need. So yeah, sorry, keep going on about that. Right, let's look at the moon, and I'll get you a final card of advice from the Black Moon Lilith deck. 9 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. It just looks like a lot of uncertainty here, and this is supposed to be advice. It's really odd advice, to be honest. I mean, I would say the first thing I would say is, again, that perseverance energy with the 9 of Wands. Even if you feel stuck, which the 4 of Cups can be stuck, and you've got the 2 of Wands there, which is making a choice. It's like persevere, continue to persevere. Again, that choose from the heart type energy. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups there, if an opportunity sort of arises and you pursue that path and you feel like it's not working out, I mean, obviously persevere with the right one. Okay, that's what it could be, actually. Not about not giving up, to be honest. Even if you don't have all of the answers, still keep going. Let me just get one more after that. Yeah, perseverance, Knight of Pentacles. As long as your heart is still in it and you still feel connected to it, then yep, persevere. I think that's what the message is there. Right, let's get you a final card of advice for your mysterious reading, because it does feel quite mysterious, to be honest, which I haven't had that experience with an Aries reading before. Like if it was an Aquarius reading, 100%. Aquarius readings are always 9 times out of 10 very mysterious when I read them. But yeah, Aries readings are usually really straight to the point. But this one's a bit, and I mean, as I've said before, sometimes the way I feel during a reading, when I'm doing the reading, it can relate to the type of energy that's in it. So for me, feeling like there's something mysterious or confusing, I mean, as I said, there's a decision, probably a decision to be made here. You got the moon come out a couple of times. It can be that that's something that's impacting you and the decision that you have to make as well. This sense of mystery and not quite knowing what's what or what to do. So let's get you a final message from the Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle deck, which is really a mouthful. Every time I have to say it, it's a huge mouthful. No chance, that's like 4 cards. We just want 1 card, please. Great. Right, we have Mother Earth. And you did get that Empress show up, didn't you? And I was saying about if anyone needs kind of maternal advice, and I'm pretty sure feminine, something about feminine guidance might have been in that wise decision card. Right, so Adama, Mother Earth. Let's see what that says. 16. Funnily enough, the last reading I did, there was something about progression in that reading, and the card was 26, I think, and that comes up to 8, which is about progression. This one, you've got 16, 6 and 1 is 7, and 7 is the where you're sort of assessing, aren't you, and looking at perspective, and that's the exact energy of this reading, so that's interesting. Right, it says, Mother Earth, abundance is on its way, and it's time for you to receive the world. When Adama shows up in an oracle reading, it's a sign from your guidance system and the universe that your wishes are well on their way. It will all happen in divine timing, so patience is required. The lesson in this card is to tap into the magic that exists in nature all around you. Living in a modern society has disconnected us from our human birthright as earthly witches and wizards. Take time to commune with the stars. You know, I was looking at that card when it kept on talking about your wishes coming true. Take time to commune with the stars, walk through the forest, or place your toes in the sand at the beach. Set your intentions or practice a magical ritual outside. Have trust and faith that your manifestations are in process. The earth wants to give you what's best for you. Adam and Lilith were created from the dust of Mother Earth, Adama. Adama is the Hebrew word for soil or the ground. In alchemy, earth represents reality and structure and is one of the mystical elements needed to create matter in the physical realm. Water, air, and fire all stem from earth as an energetic foundation. Things you can touch, see, or smell with your senses are all are of the earth. Earth is a metaphor for the people, places, and things that align under this energetic signature. The earth zodiac signs in astrology are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Each of these signs evokes the different ways that earth energy moves and manifests in the world. Taurus invokes the abundance, wealth, beauty, and fertility that we need to thrive and feel safe in this reality. Virgo is the practicality and perfectionism of earth that gets things done and the hard work required to make dreams a reality. Capricorn is associated with structure, leadership, and discipline, which are needed to create stability. The natural world holds powerful magic. Ground yourself in her magnetic power and splendor. So there could very well be something about grounding yourself here, however you want to do that. I mean, you can take note from the messages about the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I think I mentioned determination, leadership, perseverance quite a few times, and those do come into play with the earth signs as well. So yeah, there could be something about grounding yourself to be able to move forward, and maybe there is someone who can offer assistance or wise counsel, as we keep saying, that can help you to do that, to ground yourself. So I'll leave your message there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Again, Happy New Year. Feel free to like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want a personal reading, see the description box. Thank you for watching.